Hello, beautiful traders. I'm going to show you some more coding with indicators in TradingView. In particular, I want to show you how to add alerts to the Waddah Attar Explosion indicator, one of my favorite indicators. Let's jump right into it. This is TradingView NQ 1 minute candles. Click on indicators at the top and search for Waddah Attar. This is the one, my custom one, my personal one that I've been working on. But let's look at the original. It was made by LazyBear, but somebody named Cheyenne KM improved it a bit. So we're going to use this version 2.1. Let's click on the info. You can see it was created in 2021. So it's great, but it's a little bit old. So to make changes, we're going to update the code to match the new version. So click on version 2, it adds it to the chart, and now you can see two that are almost identical. This is my customized personal one. I like the colors. I don't like the dim colors here, so I always go into the settings and I change these colors, but it's a pain because if I delete the indicator, then it deletes the colors. I want to re-add it, I gotta add it again. So every time I add it to a chart, I have to change the colors, which drives me crazy. So I'm going to show you how to change the default colors in the code. So first, let's get rid of this one. And what we're going to do is we're going to click on this code, source code for the community one. And we're going to click on create a working copy. So now we've got our own copy. We're going to call this, update the short title. We're going to call this with alerts. And then we're going to say Waddah Attar Explosion version 2. We're going to say with alerts. Okay, I should show you. I click on the save here, and it gives me the default name to match the name of the indicator. Usually I just press Command S or Control S on Windows to save. Notice there's an error. It says it doesn't know which version of PineScript this is, so we have to add the version. So the first thing we're going to do is fix up the code. Add version equals 6. So that's great. We've got the version. That's the latest version. But the problem is a whole bunch of stuff is old and needs to be changed. Now this will take some time to go through, and I'll show you how to do it. It's very simple. But if you want to just skip this, I'm going to put a link in the YouTube video for where you can find the finished script on my Google Drive. It'll look like this. And you can just copy this whole thing and copy it, and then you can just paste it straight in here, and then you don't have to change anything. It's ready to use. But I'll show you so you can learn how to do this yourself. So they don't use the word study anymore. They use indicator. I'm going to press save again, and we'll see the next error. See that TR? Now it's called TA dot. So we're going to use this a few times. That RMA is going to have the same error. And then the EMA is going to have the same error. You can see it popped up there. So I might as well change that one while I'm at it. I know this SMA is also going to have the same problem. Oh, there's another SMA there. So I just press save again. Let's see where the next error is. Okay, the next one's standard dev. So I think I put another TA dot in front of that. Oh, there's another one there, standard dev. So I'm just pasting in that TA dot. Okay, so now we've got something different. This columns. It doesn't use columns anymore. It's changed. So what's the new one called? Columns. It's plot dot style dot columns. So we're going to change this. There we go. Save, and there'll be a few more errors. And see that lime? It doesn't know what that is. So I'm going to change that to color.lime. And it's going to have the same problem with green. Color.green. And it doesn't use transparency 40. It doesn't use this transparent value anymore. So I'm going to remove this. I'm going to show you how to use it if you want to. But for now, I'm just going to take it out so we can get past this. And it's the same columns. I have the same things here, the same errors. Color dot. So we'll just fix this one while I'm at it. And that transp 45, that transparency value is not used, so we're going to remove that. So for the line, we're going to put the plot.style in front of it. And for that style, we're going to do plot.style across for that. And we're done. That's it. Now we've updated to version 6. But we haven't actually changed anything. We can add it to the chart. And now it's just like the original one, but now it's version 6, and now the transparency is gone, so that's why it looks brighter than the original community one. Okay, so now let's make our changes. So instead of me just typing it, which is very slow, and you watching me be slow, I'm just going to copy things from the code file that you're going to be able to download from my Google Drive. All of this stuff at the beginning, we're going to leave the same. And it's only after we define this trend up, trend down, the original, we're going to make changes to the colors here. So what I did was, I took the colors out of the code, out of these four lines. Let me scroll down. So these 4 lines have displays the colors. I took the colors out and made variables for them. So if you want the original colors, I kept them right here. But if you want my new colors, then this is where they are. So but now we need to use them because the colors were embedded in the code in the lines there. So instead of retyping the whole thing, I'm just going to copy these 4 lines. And if you want, we can comment out those 4 lines so you can leave the originals if you want. And there we go. So now you can see it's got my colors. It doesn't have any alerts yet though. All that work was just to do the colors. Let's pop this open. And now we're going to do the alerts. So what kind of alerts do I want? Let me show you on the code first. No, on the chart first. I like it when the bright colors are showing. Here, let's get rid of this community one. So bright colors means the trend is increasing as opposed to the dark ones where the trend is decreasing. You know, this is for prices going down, these red ones, and prices going up for the blue ones. I know it's orange and cyan, but I'll just call it red and blue. So what I want to alert for is when these Waddah bars are above the dead zone line, that's the blue line, and they're a bright color showing it's increasing. Okay, how do we do that? Well, let's bring up the code again. And this is where it plots it. So we're going to put our alerts after this. Instead of watching me type in a whole bunch of code, I've got the code already. I'm going to copy and paste it in, and I'll just show you what I have. So first, this is the logic to see if we have a trend we want to alert. So I'm going to paste that in there. So what we do is we look at the trend up. The current 0 means the current bar. We compare that with the last bar. If the current bar is greater than the last bar, that means it's an increasing trend. I also do the same thing to see if it's a downtrend. So we look at the current bar compared to the last bar to see if the downtrend was greater than the last downtrend. So then I do a Boolean to say, like a true or false, to say if we're increasing the trend up or increasing the trend down, then I want to know that this is an increasing trend either direction. And next I want to see is the trend above the dead zone line. I check that for both if it's a trend up or a trend down. And now I see if it's time to alert. I say if it's above the dead zone line, the current bar is above the dead zone line, and it's a trend up or trend down, increasing, that means a bright color, that's something I want to alert. So this is how to do the alert. And originally I just had it like this. I'm going to comment this out. And that's all you need. I say if it's time to alert, then this is the message. I say trend increasing, and then I decide if it's up or down based on this is the trend up increasing candle right here. I compiled it and it worked and we're good. The problem is I would get more alerts than I want. Let me close this again for a second. I'll show you. So sometimes you'll get a couple of these bars on an increasing trend. Here's one. There's 3 bars on the left here these blue-green bars, you get an alert every time. I don't need an alert every time. So this one you get 2 alerts. This one you get 3 alerts. I only need 1. At the first one, when it's changing initially to be brighter and increasing and above the dead zone line, I want that. The other ones, I don't want that again. Until it changes, until it goes dark again or goes below the dead zone line, I don't need continuous alerts. So what I do is, I wrote some more code, which I'm going to copy and paste in there. Open that code again. So this code that we already put in, checking for this candle, well, the current candle, I made exactly the same code for the last candle. So I do exactly the same logic that I did for the current candle. I do that for the last candle to see if we would have alerted on the last candle, then I don't need to alert on this candle. So I changed this if condition. If we do the alert, I put some comments on there saying I don't want to alert for every candle that's above the dead zone line. That's too many alerts. I only want to do an alert if the last candle didn't have an alert. Only generate an alert if this candle should and the last candle did not. And that's why there's 2 booleans here. This candle and last candle. And I'll press save. There you go, it's saved. So we're almost done. And we need to, so we've got the code in there. It'll be generating alerts, but for TradingView to pop up with a pop-up letting us know that it's time to alert, we need to go over here to the right-hand side, click this alerts. Oh, no, we don't. I'm going to do it over here. Move down to the bottom. I'm going to hover over top of the name of this oscillator indicator. I'm going to tap on the dot, dot, dot. I'm going to click on Add Alert on this one. And you can leave all these defaults, this too, but I don't need these numbers. So I'm going to say any alert, like that. Just simplify the name a little bit. So now if we click on this alert gadget on the right hand side, you can see it pops up and there's the new alert we just created. And I'm not going to wait here for the alert to generate, but I got some screenshots I'm going to show you what the alert looks like. One more thing. Let's click on the edit settings here. I said keep the defaults. One more thing to double check, click on this notifications tab and make sure if you want it to appear on your phone as well, make sure you click on notify in-app. Otherwise it'll show on the screen and it'll play a sound here. And that's all we need for that. So let me flip over to show you what the screenshot looks like. Yes, this is the logs. So if you want to look at the alerts that already happened, you can click on the log tab here. And this is what the alert looks like. Trend increasing down and trend increasing down. That's because of this bright red bar that appeared right there. It's above the dead zone line. It generated this. Now remember, it doesn't generate as it's appearing on this bar. It generates as soon as this bar closes. So that's why we see the next bar already, because these alerts are from the previous bar that just closed. And that's all there is to it. Back to TradingView. Good luck.